Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
It's Tuesday night, time for another live Wicked Horror Show. Yeah, I'm Kevin, joined by Tony Has Nine Fingers.
What is going on, people?
An Angel from That Strange Show.
What
These
is
lights
going?
are flickering.
What is going on, my peoples?
The peoples. He's just got really fast hands and he's got a light switch. No, we don't have any guests. It's the show before Thanksgiving, and we're just gonna talk about stuff and things and maybe stuff that we want to do different. I can tell you one thing, because we're discussing some stuff a little bit beforehand. One thing that's definitely going to change, and it's going to change next month. We're not going to be using StreamYard anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
StreamYard crazy.
StreamYard, they've been good for the time that we've used them.
Yeah.
But I think they have new owners, and
they like the monies.
Yeah, they like the money. So they decided to not just go up like a certain percentage on the plans, but they went up. They doubled it. Yeah, they doubled all of their plans. So like, we went from paying. Was it like, I think it was? It's not a ton. It was like two something. Yeah, two something for the year. And what is it now? I think it went up to like 480 something.
Yeah, it literally like doubled.
Hey.
Yeah. So there's some other options out there. Nothing will change, including the quality of the content.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Can we upgrade that?
No, that's not an option. We have to pay extra for that.
So if any watcher or listener happens to do like streaming or something, if you guys have any options other than there
was that one that I pointed out that looked pretty decent, had a lot of good options for a lot less money than what we were paying before the doubling of StreamYard. So I'm looking at that one pretty good. There's a couple other ones that looked interesting, but the prices are a little high on some of them. And at the end of the day, it's not like we're making any money doing this. We're just doing it for fun. And it's like, oh, it's that time of year. And
you guys ain't getting paid?
You're the only one getting paid on this show. I don't know how that worked, but
it's called good manager.
We don't. You had what?
You're our manager. You haven't given us anything. What a great manager!
He's a good manager for himself.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not signing that unless I get another penny on that.
Penny? Wait a minute. You're talking pennies.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how Spotify pays out, right?
Why do you think I have all these bottles behind me? They're all 5 cents.
Bro, you see my electrical?
Yeah, that's how much money you're making. They're shutting you off, like they're just constantly shutting your power off. But it's
that's what your lights look like when you're siphoning electrical from your neighbor with non-commercial graded extension cords.
Aluminum foil. Aluminium foil.
So anybody who is listening has no idea what we're talking about, this is why you should watch us live.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just out here in the ether, just fucking swinging life away, as that song says.
I don't know why you just smelled something.
Because I don't know.
Because he's
that's
in
where
the
I'm at.
ether.
That's where I'm at, man.
Smelling some ether.
Before we started this, I just
Huffing
got home from.
You just got home?
Yeah, working. the side jobs and my main gig.
Yeah.
Running around all day, but gotta come and talk with my peeps.
That's right.
See my guys, hang out,
Yes.
disconnect for an hour.
Where you guys?
Where the guys? Where the guys?
Yeah, I saw a video on your Instagram, the one of like it was like the 360.
Oh yeah, man. That's my instructional video. I was showing people how to gyrate,
That was crazy because when you clicked, the light went steady.
Yeah. No,
You
that
notice
was
that, Tony?
Yeah, it was like
was-
perfect timing.
Yeah, it was.
bro. I almost went. I'm doing Tony numbers on that reel, bro.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, no. For me, yeah. Let me see right now where I'm at for that.
Well-
Let me toot my own horns.
See, as much as he was making fun of me that I twerked to get my views, he did the exact same thing.
I'm
See?
actually
It worked.
twerking, dog.
See, look,
Oh.
it works.
I said
This,
to my kids, I said, wait a minute, you mean the people want to see me dancing? That's
What?
that-
You
I
got
be
me
posting
you
stuff
got
all
me
the time.
dabbing at an age like this? I'm gonna throw a hip.
Yeah,
Sergio's in the chat saying, "Hey, what's up?" So what's
What
up,
up,
Serge?
Sergio?
Hopefully,
Ready?
Serge has a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you ready for some turkey legs and stuff?
Whatever you have.
Yeah.
That was I work with a lot of people that are of the Latin descent, and they were telling me about their Thanksgiving. And I was on a Teams meeting, and
Yeah.
someone's just like, "Oh, I'm just going, but my son's having it, and I'm bringing the I forget what the something." Like whatever, and then she's like, and I haven't decided. I might be bringing a ham too, and I'm like, you might be bringing a ham, like
Yeah. No, we
I'm
don't fuck
I'm sitting there
around.
like people eat.
We
I'm like,
do.
this is crazy.
We do about some turkeys. Maybe we do a little pernil, which is pork shoulder, and then
That's what she said, pork shoulder, and then she said maybe a ham.
yeah, maybe a ham. But
What about
yeah,
some
man,
beans,
with the
greens,
rice,
potatoes?
you name it.
You ever
Yeah,
see the video?
yeah, arroz con gandule, pasteles, all that shit, bro. You gotta come down and get
Mofongo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just went back to the.
that's why I was dancing, bro. I was at because it's my So this week, usually, well, not usually. It's my sister's birthday, my mom's birthday, and then my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So that was we were doing.
So,
like,
what do you just
friends-
rotate gifts?
No,
Like here, I bought you this. Here,
Look what
give
I
it
got
back.
myself for my birthday. Happy birthday, me!
Yeah. So, but my sister's gonna be away this week. So we did. That's where the videos from our like Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving thing that we did at this cool spot. That looks like an art center warehouse type deal. But yeah,
It
they
did
had-
look like a cool spot. I
Yeah.
was actually going to ask where you were.
yeah, it's a place called Gifted Tones in Springfield.
I am pretty gifted.
Gifted tone, man. A gifted tone.
Yeah, it's on Gasoline Alley. If anyone's from the area, everybody knows Gasoline Alley. It's like there's like some coffee
Daddy
houses
Yankee live
there.
on
No. Across the street, it's like a petrol station type of deal, like a big tanker.
Steam Pipe Alley near there, the old
yeah.
show that used to be on TV with
It's
Mario.
all the gas places. Well, that's why they are
Oh.
Gasoline Alley.
It's like in there was fast food alley in on John Fitch Highway. Like there's a certain like line of John Fitch Highway where it's just like every fast food chain that's in Massachusetts is just all one after another.
Yeah. But nah, yeah, dude has a cool spot. He does like art stuff. I'm supposed to go down there at some point with my kids to do some rugs.
Oh,
So
that's cool. I want to try that. I want to try that real bad.
Yeah, he has like a station to do rugs, station to do t-shirts, like art, like painting, all that kind of stuff.
They have like a couple shops in Worcester now that do the rugs,
Mhm.
and it's expensive. They charge a lot to do that.
Yeah. He does. He'll do tutorials, like he'll do like classes, and then he does also commission if you don't want to. But I figured, because I was thinking about me and my wife were thinking about getting that set up with the rug gun. So I might take him up on a class or two, so learn how to do it, and then.
It's funny because I was actually thinking I would want to get like let loose on a rug with a rug gun. I want to do some crazy detailed crap.
Yeah. It's always every time I see those, I was like, damn, this is fucking cool.
I
Because you
just
can
keep
make huge ones. You can
just to
make
remind
huge
you
ones.
again of my first Bleach T-shirt and how
Mm.
detailed that came out. I just want to point that out.
All right.
My first Frankenstein and how detailed that was. I just want to try it.
But yeah, no, it's been good. We're going into, I think one of you guys mentioned Thanksgiving's is in a couple days.
Oh yeah, the stuffing holiday.
Depending on when you're listening to this, gobble gobble, or
We're
see you next year.
hopefully you're not still hungry
Yeah.
from all the hangover from the turkey.
But
you eat so much and then you're like, oh my god, I'll never.
yeah,
And you're like, I really want food now.
Yeah.
I know what I saw on the interwebs, and it's dangerous, but it was it's dangerous because it just makes me want to eat things.
Yeah.
It was someone had taken like the wet stuffing,
Yeah.
and put it into a waffle maker, and made crispy waffles out of the stuffing, and used that as the bread for leftover Thanksgiving sandwiches.
Yeah, that's big boy shit.
Made it crispy. I was like, whoa.
That's we got big back action.
Yeah, large. That's a mighty large back for a gal. Yeah.
Oh man. But
Yeah, I'm just like I really want to try it, but
yeah,
I don't know.
So since we're talking about Thanksgiving,
Hey, Amy Rolfson. Amy Rolfson's in the chat.
What up, Amy?
Hey, Amy.
What up? Happy Thanksgiving.
Good.
If you celebrate, I don't know if you do.
Going good with you.
Yeah, with our magazine and
the
the
Florida
con.
scene blowing up. And,
Yeah, Florida scene.
You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in Florida. Well, hopefully, you know, everything is good from the two hurricanes too.
Yeah.
You know,
Florida.
like one after another. I was on Instagram and I follow Averiana Rose, who we had on a couple times, and she has a few days named after her now.
What?
All right.
Like they named the day after her in certain towns. It's like November 5th is Averiana Rose Day in this town. Like 3 different towns named a certain day after her. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like,
Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Thanks for the love for Indie Horror Junkie Podcast. There you go.
For sure.
For surely. Yeah, we should have her back on.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Talk about stuff. Because things been going, look like they've been going really well. So that's good. So it made me, I was thinking at work today, because you know, when I'm not being screamed at and being told you don't do anything for us, or when I'm being told, what do you mean I have to do this in order to do this? That's just because it's legal.
What do you mean, huh?
Just because it's the law. You know,
law.
Stuff like that. I was thinking, like, remember, it wasn't even that long ago that like we all used to get up and like shoot up for Black Friday sales at the store, and that's really kind of stopped altogether.
I mean, I remember when I first really got into like collecting, I used to do the like 2-3 o'clock in the morning type deal.
Yeah,
like wait online and then go. Then they, you know, just went nuts and started doing it on Thanksgiving, where they would open up the stores at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving, keep it open till like 10, and then I guess I felt bad, kind of, because I used to do it. Go at that point.
I wouldn't do it.
And then now you just don't have store. I mean, for collectors, Best Buy doesn't carry anything. Walmart doesn't really carry too much. Target's like nothing. So there's really not. But it's pretty
for
much
that stuff.
all. Well,
but also too. But like even Walmart and like all the other places, they have like the Black Friday stuff out now.
Yeah, they do it like a week or two. Like they have sales like in the beginning of the month almost.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like it seems like they're like extending the Black Friday deals at the beginning of November. But
I saw like a 65-inch like 4K. I think it was an LG like television for like $300 or something at Walmart, and I'm like, God damn it! Why can't my TV just fall off the counter?
So you could just go buy one, bro, and then put that one out on the curb, or put it up on Facebook Marketplace.
Convince my wife. Who's gonna buy a 42-inch Vizio TV?
Nah, just get some of your money back.
I'll have to pay them to take it. I'll have to pay the junkyard $50 to take it.
Why is this so thick?
Yeah. How come it heats up the room so much? My eyes hurt.
I've had it's a I forget what it is. I think it's a Magnavox or some shit. I bought it. Fuck. I had it at my old apartment before I bought this house.
Mm-hmm.
I've had it like before my kids. So over 15 years, I've had this big fucking 50-inch TV, but it's like that thick.
Yeah.
Like thicky boy. But the thing is like it's solid.
Yeah.
It's fucking the speakers boom. It's not like these new TVs that they
Where
squeeze.
Speakers sound like
they're like paper plates.
Well, that's when you need.
You gotta buy the bar. You gotta buy the bar.
But the thing is, I already have a Sony soundbar, and I have forget the other brand. I have another one that's good, and I have some Bose speakers. I have separate Bose speakers, and I have all these 4K streaming devices, but none of my TVs are 4K.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? So like they're like, oh, get the newest 8K fucking 100-inch fucking fuck your face. And it's like nothing.
Even my projector is 100 inches. And it's 1080p.
Yeah, nothing's being broadcast in 8K.
Right.
Unless like you're like watching these like ultra 4K like documentaries that they're doing. This nature documentaries. So
yeah.
Those are the only things that are like.
Let's watch some horror in 8K. I think that would actually be horrible.
They're like, you could look at all the seams on that mask.
Oh, that's not real.
Yeah.
It's look just like when I saw
cut off.
That looks like chocolate.
Tim Burton's Batman, and I got it on Blu-ray, and I was like, I can see the seams in his mask, and I hate this.
That's why the one thing I saw, what did I see? It was Bird Box. No, was it Bird Box? Bird Box is the one with the
Birdman.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I was sitting at my friend's house. We watched it, and it was in like 4K, and I was like sitting like very close to the TV, and then I was like, I'm nauseous. Why is Sandra Bullock's pores that they're deep?
Yeah. How come I could feel like I could lose a thumb in her face?
Yeah. Everything was so like.
Yeah, it's just so off.
This is
so weird. Like I remember first seeing 4K, and I'm just like, what is this?
It's like when people have the wrong setting on their 1080p, and it's like that soap opera effect.
Yeah.
And everything's too crisp, and it's just like, this just doesn't look right.
Like I feel like I could be in that place.
Magnum PI shouldn't look this crisp and clear. I shouldn't be able to smell Tom Selleck's mustache.
That's the other thing too with like TVs. They're like the new phones where it's like, just wait a year and this $15,000 TV will be $400 because they put out something new. So it's like, just wait a year.
But that's the thing about consumerism and all that good stuff. Like we like stuff. We like stuff
right then there.
But
Want to hear something fun? I just realized the other day. This has nothing to do with movies. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But it just popped into my head.
Kevin, tell me.
I suit with this podcast.
Yeah, you know how I had my chimney replaced.
I didn't understand a word you just said.
You know how I had my chimney replaced?
Oh, okay, there we go. Yes,
I was driving to my house, and I realized over the weekend that my old chimney was still at my house. They didn't take it with them.
It's just sitting in your driveway?
Nope, they threw it to the other side of the house.
Like as one big piece or like multiple?
Yeah, one big piece. Yep. It's metal. So yeah, it's just sitting over there. And I'm like,
make a smoker out of it.
I'm sure there's asbestos in there.
Like
I can taste the tumor. But the I called the chimney place. I'm like, oh yeah. If we had to take the chimney, it would have raised the price like immensely. I'm like,
What do
oh,
you
but
mean?
no one told me.
What do you mean?
Like no one told
You
me
didn't
that.
give me an option.
Right.
To me, like, yeah, it's the money
I'm
is
like,
money is of
I'm
no
just
objection. Just get it the
I
fuck
just
out of here.
am dumb, and I didn't realize that my old chimney was sitting in the side of my house.
Do you have bushes or anything, or is it like on the neighbors? Like,
They can see it's in the side of the house, but in the front yard. Yeah. We did have big bushes.
So you're gonna have to go out there gummo style. Fucking.
Well, no. Well, that's the thing is, we got to figure something out.
Damn it, rabbit!
Even if I have to cut it up or something and just breathe in all that asbestos.
Rub
it in my gums.
It's just lingering right in front of you. You're just like,
yeah. I just like go up real. It's like floating, and I just go up with 2 buttered pieces of bread. Just slap.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Sergio's like, so what are you guys talking about?
We're talking about inhaling asbestos.
Yeah, we're just talking about whatever.
And Kevin's gonna make a smoker out of it. But since it's Thanksgiving, right? It was on Bloody Disgusting, and I was looking at perusing earlier, and I saw 5 horror movies perfect for Thanksgiving to stream esta semana, which is this week. So it says,
does it actually say esta semana on it?
No, I just added.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, wow.
I translated for my people out
Bloody
there.
Disgusting is going getting all bilingual on us.
Yeah. So the list includes a little bit of some cult classics, and then serves up some cheesy stuff. But do you guys remember Black Friday?
Yes.
With Bruce Campbell and
Michael J. White.
Yep. Yeah, Michael J. White. I thought that was a fun film, even though
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
What was it? PG-13 though. Right?
I was very cheesy. That's all I know. But I thought it was pretty by numbers type of campy and for the material. But I do remember that being a good watch. So I do recommend this one. I don't know what it is, but the picture, it's called The Boneyard. And it says it's available on Pluto, Prime Video, and the Roku channel. So you know it's fucking good.
Well, it sounds familiar. It could be old. How old is it?
Yeah. Doesn't say.
Early 2000s, if I remember.
It says that this pick is for those that prefer very little in the way of holiday theming. It's very typical protagonist. The film follows a depressed psychic as she works with detectives to get to the bottom of the mystery behind a funeral home owner with 3 corpses of mummified children in his possession. Only these aren't dead children, but Kayoshi, or undead cursed children that must feed on human flesh. They're very creepy, and yet they still don't prepare for the wild finale teased on the VHS cover box. Though it does take time getting there, The Boneyard was written and directed by James Cummings, and the creature designer behind the inventive apparitions in 1986's House is Thanksgiving horror set almost entirely within a creepy morgue.
So I would say it sounds familiar.
Yeah, like I said, the people, the prosthetics of whatever this person is wearing, it's fucking creepy looking. And then,
is there a dog on the cover art?
It's just a lady with bone hands and like a fucking face with like a hole in her head.
Oh, one of those faces with a hole.
Yeah, no, it does. It's like she's like turning the key probably to like an incinerator. And I think this one's a newer one. Into the Dark Pilgrim.
Into the Dark Pilgrim.
Yeah. Yeah, stars the Duke. But no.
Into the dark, the dark says, of my anus.
Yeah, it looks like this one says a woman invites pilgrim reenactors into her home to give her family an authentic recreation of the first Thanksgiving, hoping it'll get them to put down their phones and bring them closer together. Okay, boomer. Her well-intentioned plan backfires when the actors refuse to break character. So the premise of this movie is fucking
hardcore LARPing.
Yes. Yeah, and then their behavior grows more alarming.
Some of the
Not gonna
s'mores-
lie, that kind of sounds interesting. Now that I
Yeah.
can check this one out.
Like, how do they do that? They're like, achoo. You killed us all. And The Stepfather. This was a good one. It says it's available fucking everywhere. Screenbox, Fandango, Hoopla,
Damn Fango.
Canopy, which is for the people that
Oh yeah,
have library cards.
library cards. Yeah.
And Peacock, and also the Roku channel. So if you have one of those Roku TVs,
So Canopy is free for anybody that has a
You have a-
library card.
Yeah. If you have
they have some good stuff on Canopy.
they do.
Yeah,
But the thing is though, is it really matters on where your library card is from.
yes,
Like if you're like in like a library card from like New York City,
Mm.
you're gonna have dope stuff.
yeah.
If you're from Worcester, Massachusetts, ain't gonna be as good.
So what does it just bring like the collaboration of every movie that your area has?
Has access to.
Yeah, I think
The
it's like
the library has access to.
licensing type stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, Terry O'Quinn, bro, stars as the title character. I think that's a good one. Moving on, Thanksgiving with the little fucker.
There's two of them, but the second one's called Thanksgiving 3.
Yeah.
And
So
I heard
there's
that there was going to be a
Thanksgiving-
fourth one called Murder Bird.
Oh man.
The
Yeah,
things
but yeah,
that-
those are
The things that go on behind the scenes after
yeah.
that was probably the longest I've ever been on after a thing.
Yeah.
Laughing
Oh,
so hard.
yeah, there's a
Just
poster run.
them
There's a
out.
There's a poster floating around somewhere, and
For Murder Bird.
for Murder Bird, there's a little bit of a treatment written up on some laptop in front of me here. Yeah, so at some point we're gonna get off our asses and make our own
Murder a Bird.
murder. You've been
For
murdered.
Thanksgiving.
You've been murdered bird by a murder bird, neck deep in bird murder.
Neck deep. Bird murder.
Yeah. So yeah, Thanksgiving. Terrifier 3 is on streaming digital now.
Yeah.
Is that listed? Is that on the list
No.
for Thanksgiving?
Christmas.
Oh.
Christmas.
Christ,
And,
man.
and Ryan told me I have to watch Smile 2, by the way.
Yeah,
I
I've
heard
heard.
good things.
Yeah, Ryan. Like I had heard some negative things, and then we were talking to Ryan over the weekend, and it was he said that he had heard great things. So
yeah, he
convinced us.
messaged. Yeah, he messaged me earlier, and it was like, "Smile 2 fucks." By the way,
Oh, nice. Okay, good.
I was like, "All right, dude. All right."
Sergio's
good
asking
things.
where we're going for Thanksgiving.
I'm going back.
I actually have work and then probably just staying home.
You got to work, bro.
Mm-hmm. But it's
Ooh.
double time and a half, so.
Ooh,
Double
take it.
time and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Are you
gonna be just
up to your house because you already had somewhat of a Thanksgiving thing, Angel.
What was that?
You've already had somewhat of a Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah,
you
we're
gonna do
gonna
stuff at home?
we're gonna head over to grandma's
Oh.
and hang out with her and do some of that good eating,
Mhm.
hang out with grandma and then see what my other sister's up to. That's usually what we do. And then my dad will be like, "Oh,"
It's a very good imitation of him.
and then like he's like, "Oh, you didn't come by," and I'm like, "You never fucking told me.
Yeah. The last time I saw you said, "I never want to see you again,"
You never fucking told me, man."
especially Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm going to Athol.
Mm.
I'm going to be a pain in the ass. Oh,
Want an Athol?
yeah. It's where
Alright. Well, who's
my
over there?
my sister and my parents.
Nice.
Yeah.
What kind of shit you guys be having? Because I know over the weekend
White
when
people stuff.
we were recording that straight show, Ryan was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put you out there," and he came back with like a sandwichito.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, what's in that PB&J?" And then you guys described the most like, "What the fuck are you doing?" chicken salad don't got nuts and cranberries in it.
Oh yeah, no. There's chicken salad that has nuts and cranberries in it.
Mm.
Nah.
There is though.
Nah.
It's white people chicken salad.
Yeah, that's what that sounds about white.
No, but we're having typical white people Thanksgiving. Just turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, probably squash, turnip, broccoli, cauliflower, maybe green bean casserole.
Green bean and spatzel. I fuck with that. You ever had
What?
that?
What is it?
Green bean and spatzel.
What is that?
It's like the little noodle thing.
Oh, this is green beans and the crispy onions. The French's onions.
Yeah.
Those are where it's at.
I fuck with that. With the crunchies.
Yeah.
No, we're
and then there's going to be, of course, because my sister Karen went to Johnson and Wales for culinary.
Oh, behave.
And both my sisters, besides her, both my sisters and my mom can cook.
Nice.
Very well. So there's going to be way too many desserts.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
British Bake Off?
I don't know. But then my wife will feel awkward because my mom will make stuffing without meat in it for her specifically.
Just a little
a little carafe. Yeah.
Here's your slop.
Oh, no, because she likes stuffing. Who doesn't? But
I love stuffing.
She doesn't, but she puts sausage in hers. She doesn't. She does a little bit without it for.
Yeah, we got a secret recipe from my girl's grandma.
I watched this video on Instagram and it looked disgusting, even though I would try it once. It was stuffing made out of White Castle burgers.
What?
Yeah. They took White Castle burgers and they cut them into eighths.
Mm-hmm.
And they put them in a bowl with all the seasoning and celery and everything. And they put chicken stock in with it.
Yeah.
Mixed it all up. Put it in a casserole thing. And baked it. And it came out crispy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then everybody took a shit 5 minutes later.
They're like, this is, and as they're putting it in their mouth, it was just like they would pull it out of their mouth and it was just like, like, you know. I'm proud to say I've never had White Castle.
I've had like the burgers a couple times, but I usually get the chicken rings and the chicken ring sandwich.
Yeah, I've had it a few times.
We don't have any around here.
Yeah, we have.
Every time I went to New York to visit family, we get a suitcase, bring it back to the house. Fuck shit up.
Like the plumbing in my underwear.
Speaking of underwear, do you guys remember Jersey Shore?
Yes. Unfortunately.
You guys remember that? Tony, you know, right? You know some of these people, right?
He's like, yeah, I'm good friends with Johnny Bibbidi Boop, whatever his name is.
So, do you remember someone named Jay Wow from there?
She's got her own company, a movie company. There's actually there's a horror movie. It's called what the hell is it called?
Don't say it. Let him figure it out.
Jersey Shore Massacre.
No,
I believe it's called.
No. Maybe I don't know. But
there's a movie. It's Jersey Shore Massacre.
This
one by JWoww Productions.
Yeah, this one's called. They said 9 hours ago it was released. They said today marks the Screambox release of the found footage horror movie Devon, the featured directorial debut of Jersey Shore alum Jenny JWoww Farley. Says in the film, when a group of friends try to uncover the truth behind an unsolved disappearance, they unwittingly find themselves at the center of a terrifying mystery. So it says you can pick up the film on Amazon's, Fandangos, Voodoo's, Apple's, and other digital platforms.
Multiples of all of them.
But here's the full synopsis. Following their daughter's
a group of 5 kids. Sorry.
Hey, I will fucking turn this off. No entities and groups of 5s. Following their daughter's mysterious disappearance, Devin's parents never stopped searching for the truth. After the asylum she disappeared from was condemned, their questions looked like they would remain forever unanswered. Years later, a cryptic website recruits motherfucker 5 courageous individuals to explore the abandoned asylum and discover what happened to the girl. Unaware that they are embarking on a perilous one-way journey, these individuals delve into the sinister depths with only their equipment, leading to a terrifying and deadly experience. So it sounds like with the found footage angle, they might go like MTV Scary, whatever that Fear. Remember that?
Fear.
Yes. Do I remember that? I have a Blu-ray. I have a DVD of it.
So it says
where did underwear come into that conversation?
I'm thrilled
he does that all the time on that strange show.
She says,
speaking of that, and then he'll just like go into something completely not even related.
Speaking of underwear, did you watch?
No, it's pretty great.
She says, I'm thrilled to be diving into the horror space alongside Cineverse. Shout out. And Screenbox, who have the industry and fandom knowledge to see that Devin lands in the hands of the right audience. As a long time reality TV veteran, I'm excited to kick off this new chapter in the horror movie genre. Genre is just the beginning. So
he's just building Legos over there or something.
It sounds like it. Let me see this. I just want to look through real quick on this.
Okay. I was hoping by like that they mentioned the word entities at one point.
I almost lost it, Doc. I almost fucking turned the show off.
You almost turned this podcast all the way around.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck this. But yeah, no, I mean, gee, wow, that's yeah. So it's not that one. We got a new one coming. And there she's got some backing with Screenbox and Cineverse. Which Screenbox recently, I mean, they've been,
well, they did
aligning
themselves, too.
Yeah, aligning themselves with a lot of like good independent like endeavors.
I don't have,
you know what I mean? So like, it's pretty cool to see. Say whatever you want about the Jersey Shore, but that was a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, totally.
It's still
South
going
Park
out
and everything.
Too.
Yeah,
because they have the family reunion. Then they all had like spin-off shows.
There's a few of those guys are doing stand-up now, and they end up on some of the podcasts I watch, like Story Wars. There's a new podcast. One of them was just on that. That's the only example I have.
Well, what's it called? I mean, they all branched off into like different. I mean, you had The Situation who had
Time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. He did Time.
Did he?
He had a whole bunch of tanning salons and something, tax evasions and shit. But he was like almost in jail. I think he served a little bit.
No one commented on my Tony Soprano imitation, whether or not it was good or bad.
I was gonna say Jim Tan Laundry, bro.
Oh, but I said it's a very delicate situation when he said that. The Situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, a bunch of them, did something with it. Snooki has her own clothing line and a shop that's, I think, 20 minutes away from me or something. And
oh, really? You should go light up the bathroom.
It's a female store. If I walk in there,
put on a wig, light up the bathroom. They can't judge you.
It is 2024.
Put your beard in pigtails. Like, I gotta make boom boom, and just walk in and go up on one cheek and Dukes of Hazzard it out of you, and
boom boom shorts.
Like, call the police, and then run out.
Is that from Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah, call the police. The rubber nipple salesman. Yeah,
with the walrus.
Yeah, he's just holding them like these two loose nipple things. Just like, call the police.
Those people definitely on some kind of drugs back then.
What's that?
I said they were definitely on drugs back then.
Like
every single, especially like Ren and Stimpy, like some of it. Rocco's Modern Life is another one. When you watch some of these episodes, you're like, what the fuck was I watching?
Good stuff. That's
Yeah.
what you're watching.
Stuff
Good
that made you who you are today.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, I do model myself.
It's responsible for it.
Stimpy, you idiot.
Happy
Ren.
You know that? So Stimpy is Larry Fine imitation. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
As in, like, Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Larry Fine?
Yes.
Did not know that.
Wow.
I might have to rewatch it.
It's Larry Fine because it's Billy West who used to do Larry Fine imitation on Howard Stern way back in the day, but he would be a wicked racist Larry Fine. Like he would say horrible things.
Yeah.
Back in the day on the radio as Larry Fine and as Marge Schott, the owner of some sports team, and dropping N-bombs and stuff on the radio. And then he got a job with Ren and Stimpy as Stimpy and Ren. He played both.
Cleaned up his act.
Yeah. And then he was the Cheerios bee, and then everything else. Doug, Pork Chop, Roger.
It's crazy how you just like don't realize that like probably 15 voices or 15 people voice like everything, even less.
Oh, yeah, he's still a majority of the voices on Futurama.
For me, it's probably like 5 people did like everything I ever watched as a kid. And it's just like, oh, okay, he did that and this and that and this. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is weird.
No, that's I mean, if you're good and talented, why not, right?
Yeah. Billy West is still one that I've still not met. He does one of the shows in our area, Angel.
Oh yeah?
Like every couple of years, yeah. There's that one guy, I forget his name, but he's I think his name is Greg. They call him Hippie Greg. He runs like a pop culture show that I've gone to. That's where I the second time I met the guys from Kids in the Hall was there.
Okay.
And yeah, he's friends with Billy because Billy used to live in Worcester before he was snagged up by Howard Stern. He worked for WBCN at the time. Yeah.
So before we came on, I threw a idea or a topic out to the guys and talking about what we're looking forward to or what we want to see the the podcast turn into. We mentioned hopping from
a giant robot from Voltron
StreamYard to a new platform.
Yeah.
But what would you want to see, different next year or, shoot for next year? Or because, we were talking about it, if Block of Horror, blows up and they were gracious enough to, keep us or stream us and stuff, Dead of Winter and stuff. Like, what do you guys foresee in the future?
For me, I just think I would like to see just a lot more collaborative workings and dealings and growing on different aspects and maybe moving into other facets of like creative and content creation and that kind of deal. You know what I mean? So, that's kind of I think that's like, at least for like, there's been like, I like doing this and I like doing like that strange show, that kind of stuff, but like I just feel like I've been at least myself with a lot of the breaks and stuff just been pulled into other directions.
Yeah. And you got stuff that you want to focus on.
Yeah, so like
that you should focus on.
Yeah, so like I still want to do that kind of stuff, but like, there's less of a like, I gotta do, we gotta, versus
it should be more of, I want to do this.
Yeah. So,
so because I'll be honest, there's weeks where I'm just like, crap, I got to do a show.
Yeah, and it's just like, and it's not even it doesn't, at least for me,
And
it
it's
doesn't
nothing
come.
against anyone on the show.
Yeah.
I'm
And
sure.
no, and that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't come from a place of like, I just feel like, with like some of the stuff, like, so, at least for me, like once we start working on things like that's, I like some of the shows, or like I want to like talk about, like what we're doing, maybe
Yeah.
some behind the scenes
That'll make
stuff,
it more exciting because
and
you're
then
talking about stuff you're doing.
yeah, and then but yeah, because I do like talking shit. I like fucking
Yeah.
reviewing movies and talking shit about movies and all that kind of stuff. But like, I'm wearing the hat now, but we're moving into doing a Kickstarter in a couple months for a new cartoon called Vampire Surf Cult, working with some buddies of mine. They're the Crow creators, and they're bringing me on as part of the team. So you'll be seeing some of that stuff coming through my channels and on the
Where does
podcast.
someone else get a hat like that?
This was like a limited edition, but once the
Oh,
we had a pop-up store for 24 hours during
told me.
during dude, we were putting it everywhere. We're on the socials.
Well, you know how I am. I work, and then I avoid socials.
Yeah. So we had that pop-up for 24 hours. It was called Thrasherween. But yeah, so, and then like just me, Ryan, working on finishing up some stuff. But that's the thing, I just have to hunker down on some of these ideas and then start putting stuff together. But like that kind of stuff, like, talking about like what we're doing creatively is everybody, because like I know once we start, Kevin's going to be involved, hopefully to get you involved, Tony, in some facet. I know you're all the way out in Jersey, so it might be a little, more
More
difficult.
difficult.
But I feel like,
Thank you, Eva.
even with with your platform, even with highlighting some of the, workings out here, would be, any kind of help. But I think for the majority of like upcoming, next year or whatever, um, it's, you'll probably see like a little more loosey goosey on that straight show type of deal, where it's not gonna be as like rigid like
Yeah.
as it was. Like it's still gonna be like, you know nuts to
Still, I
butts,
mean, it's
dick
fun. It was
jokes.
fun
But
recording the other night.
yeah, no, I had a blast. So like,
Yeah.
and yeah, there's some stuff that's gonna get cut out, some bleeps probably,
What?
because I
Were they
went.
from me?
No, yeah, maybe I think a couple from you, but definitely one or two from me. And but
Oh, I know one specifically.
yeah, so I'm still debating,
Yeah.
'cause, but you know what? Who cares, right? Maybe
Right.
maybe I won't. But yeah, I mean, other than like, I don't want to see like anybody changing, like with the with you guys or whatnot. But like, I just think, with so much shit going on and like so many different avenues that we can go. We've been doing this for so long that I think a little change of pace and like,
Mm.
you know uh with content, bringing on people, like I want to talk about, maybe have some segments where we're just talking about production, like behind the scenes type of deal, or just, if we could pick the brains of some indie creators, just talk about how, specific scenes were shot, kind of just break down
Yeah.
kind of stuff like that, the
That
workings.
kind of deal.
Yeah. But yeah, and like I said, but it's like organic, you know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
like, with like no crazy agenda,
Yeah.
but you know,
Mm.
For me, I'm tired of being tired. So I'm so close to being done with house stuff. It's been
yeah.
we're in the
Mm.
6th month.
Is
So,
it been 6 fucking months?
well, yeah, like last month was the 5th
Wow,
month,
that's
so
right,
we're in the 6th
July.
month.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember July.
And
Fuck.
it's so yeah, it's almost done, and that'll be a lot of stress off my back.
Yeah.
And I just want to do something. I want to start being creative. I want to try to start doing music again. I want to, do
Yeah.
something to keep my brain going and keep me whatever, because I've been so drained.
No, I know. I check in with
Mentally,
you.
mentally, I'm completely spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can imagine. It's
just
it's
the
been,
constant, the worry it's less now, which is good. But
no, it'll be good to get back home and just fucking Winnie the Pooh in it.
Everything's fixed. Let's break it all over again.
Yeah. Hey, you gonna put some pants on? No.
But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna put all the silverware in the microwave and put it on high for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Let's get creative.
Yeah. Let's get our
no, but
going.
I remember, you'd be fucking around with your 3D printer and like
I haven't been able to touch that thing. I already have my first model purchased.
Yeah.
That I'm printing for the office, like my new office at work.
Yeah.
So I already have my first thing planned.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
I'm excited about it because I'm that much of a derp.
No, that's how.
I'm going to print a new bonsai tree. Hooray!
There you go. No, but it's good to see, that you're looking at the end of the tunnel, or the end of the timeline for this.
Well, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, that's that. I don't know those.
The light's closer and closer.
Yeah. What
about you, Tony? What do you want to see? As I'm pointing at you with deodorant, what do you want to see that's different?
Well, the one thing we've been talking about for a long time is adding another streaming part to it. So as we're looking into, whatever the alternative to StreamYard is, stream it to like a TikTok audience or like an Instagram audience, or, outside of just the YouTube, and because, we all have followings outside of just the YouTube or Facebook thing.
Yeah. Instagram.
So different outlets would definitely help out for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot for the sky sometimes. We love having independent people on, but it's always nice if we can get that big name on once in a while. But then that's also
but
a lot of the times if it's like a big
stop us from doing a show.
Definitely not. It's not like I said. I think one of our favorite things is seeing people grow, and the only way you could do that is bringing people on that was on their first. We had Pizza Panic Party. I mean, they've been in the business for the longest time, but their short was their first that they decided to do, and look at the way it is. I mean,
killer.
Yeah, I know.
It was ridiculous. So it's like learn, just seeing people grow. I mean, I say it all the time. It's just like throughout the years that we just made.
We've had a few people that we've seen from the very beginning, and they no longer respond to us. So,
I would say this shit. Fuck that. I don't take none of that shit personal. If they're
no, I don't take it personal either. I don't take it personal. I don't take it personal.
Like if they get busy, man, like fucking.
Oh, totally. No, good for them.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. There's a reason why, like, I don't blow up David Howard Thornton's, like, inbox,
social media, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't. Like, whenever I see something big or whatever, I'm like, hey, man, congratulations. Thanks. Or whatever. That's it. Like, I'm not like, hey, man, come back on the show. Like, I don't do that because that's a quick way to burn bridges when the only reason you reach out to them is because you want something. I
ended up running into Michael Levy. And them at the last con.
Successful.
Because even not only with Terrifier 3, but with Stream. Stream 2 got pretty big, and then unfortunately they just pulled it from Amazon, which they put it on.
Yeah, they're saying Amazon's saying they're working on it, but they're pretty.
It's one of those things.
They're pretty like, hey, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah.
So it's one of those deals where I ran into him at the table, and he's like, thank you very much for doing what you're doing and helping promote and whatever. I'm like, I'm just a small, little chunk or a little piece out of the whole thing, but I'm like, hey, no problem.
Man.
It's my pleasure. I got to watch the movie. I got to talk about it, but ran into them. So it's just like he recognizes me. He's like, "Oh, Tony, could you take this picture?" Like there was a group of guys. I'm like, "Yeah, hey, it's just crazy how
you should have totally done the whole selfie thing.
Here,
at least for one picture.
Shit.
No, like if it's a cell phone, you got to do at least one selfie, and then like, oh, let's do one more, and then do the right one, and then you look at it, and you're like, huh?
But yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
on your phone.
Like how many years have we been doing this? I look back.
Some would say too many. Sergio is asking if we have a guest next week, or if we have a show next week.
Right now, I'm waiting on a few. That's the one thing that
things are up in the air, Serge.
Exactly. It's one of those things where it's a difficult time during the holidays for one, and then sometimes people, you reach out and they don't answer, and then sometimes you reach out and they answer and then stop answering.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where
people have stuff going on.
Where I look at other people like Leo when he was doing his booking and stuff, and in the beginning, I don't want to say it was red hot, but it was a little bit easier. But now, after a while, where it's just like, you're waiting on other things to pop up, waiting to hear about stuff, and I reached out to a few people, like guests we've had on a couple times, and they want to wait a little bit. Another one just never answered me.
Whatever. But we got to get you in on that email, because I legit don't have the mental capacity to do.
I'll definitely. I mean, as long as I got to realize how to do it, and then I can definitely, skim through. And
you got emails.
We'll talk about
the emails.
We'll talk about afterwards. Over there, over here now. All right. Yeah. But anyways, it's about that time.
Oh shit.
Where can people find you besides
you can follow me. You can find me at on Instagrams and the Twitters at Chaos Man Is one word, Chaos Man Is, and then follow That Strange Show. We just recorded our upcoming episode. I haven't titled it yet, but it's probably going to be tying in some Christmas Terrifier stuff. We talked about, I forget what else we talked about. Bullshit fucking things and movies. And I think I had a meltdown, but you probably won't ever hear that part.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, That Strange Show. You can follow me on there. My newest reel, I'm twerking. I'm about to hit 1,000 views on that. So like us. What do the kids say? Like and subscribes.
Hit that follow button so you get your notifications.
Yeah. But and then here every once in a while. And then also at some point I did invite my buddy Chase. He's one of the hosts of Half Hour of Horror. He does the show with Aaron over at Block of Horror. So probably see him either next week or the following, depending on what's going on. But
I was
gonna try to get him on tonight, but he said he was gonna go watch Gladiator 2.
I heard bad things about that one.
Well, he's gonna tell me. He's gonna tell me, and then I'll tell you, Tony, if you're fucking wrong.
All right.
Oh, snap, Tony. I'm sorry. You all done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. After I said 20, you were like,
No.
Right.
Sorry.
Tony has 9 fingers on YouTube, which I haven't done anything on YouTube in forever, but I have videos up there. For movie reviews, unboxings, anything movie related would be on there. Tony has 9 fingers on X, which I don't use, but I say it. Tony has 9 fingers on TikTok, which is my fastest growing. That's why you find me the most. Twerking. That's how I got where I am today.
So I finally admit it. Get that cake.
I will finally admit it. All my videos, it's nothing movies. It's all just me.
Yep.
Twerking. But yeah, follow me on there. It's my quickest growing. Tony's movies. I totally forgot my own shtick. Tony's movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. And of course, here on the Wicked Horror Show, most Tuesdays, whether we have awesome guests or it's just shoot the shit, skeet shooting.
Scat
I
shooting.
told you.
Scat shooting.
Yeah.
But yes.
From the tip of your dicks.
Anyways, and Knuckle on Instagram. Besides doing a show here, I'm also part of That Strange Show. And besides being part of the Dorkening Podcast Network, which we have been since day one.
Day one, baby.
OG read more.
Yeah.
We are also part of Dead of Winter Entertainment.
Which they have the convention coming up February.
In February, yes.
February. There'll be they just announced that they're gonna have the Toxic Avengers.
Yeah, reunion.
Reunion.
OG Toxic Avenger.
Yeah, so go follow that.
Cast members. Yeah. So that'll be dope. I'll be thrilled because I love that movie.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and thanks for watching / listening. Go murder a bird on Thanksgiving and get all sleepy from it, right?
Yeah, get that tryptophan.
Tryptophan. I'm a tryptophan man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.